Hope you're having a great day so far. Today is November 13th, Friday, and on this post, I'm going to be talking to you about the overall crypto markets before diving into some of the charts for Orchid, Protocol, OXT, USD. I'll be sharing with you my bullish and bearish case scenario, as well as the short-term price prediction according to what I'm seeing on the charts, and see what has changed since my last post on OXT USD. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, do subscribe. If you guys are watching me on trading, if you do follow me, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys do want to support me and don't already have a WeBull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 3 free stocks upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit. And I will also receive a referral bonus if you sign up under me. Please do also read my full disclaimer below. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on this market. I cannot tell the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing. If you guys have any questions or comments, only leave them in the comment section below. I will get to them a lot faster that way. Let me know what symbols you guys are trading and following. I can see if I can share my opinions and analysis on those symbols. Now let's take a look at what exactly has gone on in the markets first. So from my earlier posts today, not much has changed in terms of Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action. These two they could potentially have bearish divergence on the daily time frame. So unless Bitcoin makes a pretty significant move on the daily time frame, I do expect Bitcoin dominance to come down a little bit and have a little bit of a pullback that may create some opportunities for trading altcoins, okay? Because if Bitcoin dominance is up, that means more of the money is actually trending into Bitcoin. But currently, I do see a possible slight pullback in Bitcoin dominance. So that might be good news for the altcoins. Do have to keep a close eye out on the altcoins currently, as well as Bitcoin. Total altcoin market cap, total 2, is currently at about 160 billion, up almost 3% from yesterday. So that's pretty good. We're still very well above that weekly 21 simple moving average. On the macro level, no doubt in my mind, we are still on an uptrend unless price action actually closes below that weekly 21 simple moving average on the weekly time frame. Now let's take a look at Orchid OXT itself. I want to know where exactly the price action is. Is it in a downtrend, uptrend, or in reversal? Currently on the monthly time frame, the trading history is still very young, so I can't really tell much from there. But since we don't have any moving averages, okay, but what I can also see is we are making higher highs on higher lows and higher highs on the monthly time frame. So that is something to be keeping an eye out on a very macro level. But let's take a look and zoom in into some of the smaller time frames, such as the weekly. On the weekly, we do have the 21 simple moving average, which is the blue line right here. We are beneath it. So getting above this would change my opinion from being bearish to bullish. So it looks like we are currently in reversal, and see if we can actually get above this weekly 21 simple moving average. Currently about 28 cents. Remember this number, okay? 28 cents on the weekly time frame, and the only available moving average for me to measure where exactly the price action is at. Let's now go down to the 3-day. 3-day, we have the 21 and the 50. However, we are still beneath both of them, and that's at about 26 cents. Keep that in mind as well. Now let's look at the last of what I will consider to be a bigger time frame, which is the daily. On the daily, we have just recently gone back on top of the 21 simple moving average, but we are still beneath the 50 and the 200, which is the white line and the orange line. Now, all of these moving averages on the major time frame are underneath this Fibonacci retracement level at about 0.335. So I can say that if we can actually get above 0.335, we would be above all major moving averages on the larger time frames, which would put us back into a more confirmed bullish trend. Now let's take a look at what exactly is going on with Orchid. So I have mentioned in the last Orchid post that we have actually formed a very long falling wedge pattern, and it looks like we had a little bit of a breakout here, but since there was so many moving averages that were acting as resistances, we can see that the breakout was very minor until I think if we actually get above these moving averages as resistance, then it could start running more freely, because I think the last major resistance or moving average that is the most distant from the current price action now is currently about 28 cents, which is the weekly moving average, 21 simple moving average. So I wouldn't expect price action to actually have a lot of strength until we actually get above 28 cents. And then the next level to consider will be the Fibonacci retracement level at about 0.335. Now, it is also likely that, not likely, it is also possible that we actually get a major pump and actually get through all these resistances all at once. But do I think that's likely? I don't think that's very likely. So we're just going to have to take it level by level for now. Now let's take a look exactly what's going on a smaller time frame. On a smaller time frame, I do see that there was a possible ascending triangle pattern that is formed. We can see that on the 12-hour, even more clearly on the smaller time frames, which is a bullish pattern generally. If we actually break out of this pattern, the price target would be about 0.273 out of this small pattern, after which price action has broken out of that larger falling wedge pattern. Both of these are bullish patterns. Let's see what the price action does if it in fact breaks to the upside. So these are my short-term price predictions. Let me reiterate the bullish case scenario. First of all, we break out of this ascending triangle pattern, which would take us to about 0.273. And then the next level of resistance would be the weekly 21 simple moving average, currently about 0.28. And then the following resistance I see after that would be this fib level right here. That's major resistance. The following major resistance would be about 0.335 in that range. So these three are going to be my next price predictions and next resistance predictions on the bullish case scenario. Now, let's also consider the bearish case scenario, because that's very important. I want to risk manage, so I want to know where either way the price action could go. So I don't think the bearish case scenario has changed much since I have last talked about Orchid. Okay, so first of all, the bearish case scenario will be for price action to actually break back down into this falling wedge pattern, under which we will have to extrapolate these trend lines and actually predict where the price action may actually fall into next. Second bearish case scenario, because this could also happen, not as likely, but if price action actually breaks the bottom trend line of the falling wedge pattern, and that is where price action could actually go down faster and more intensely. Now, what do I think is more likely to happen? I do think the bullish case scenario is a lot more likely to happen, but still, I would risk manage and keep a close eye out on, in case if anything does not look right in the other direction. Now, this takes into consideration of both my bullish and bearish case scenarios. Let me know your feedback. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you guys did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, and I hope you guys manage to risk carefully. See you next time.